At 6:30, Dorchester Paws in a scramble to keep the shelter pets safe after yesterday's flooding. Plus, more parking spaces open up on the Isle of Palms following last week's emergency vote. Good Sunday evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Taylor Murray. Parking availability on the Isle of Palms now on the rise beginning today. Beachgoers and residents will find it a bit easier to find a space. This follows a council vote this past Thursday that eased the parking restrictions in the community due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Mayor Jimmy Carroll said the decision is more of a structured, phased reopening of parking access.
We're allowing people to park on the ocean side of Palm Boulevard and the non-ocean side of Palm Boulevard from 42nd to 57th Avenue, and on the avenues between 3rd and 9th Avenue on one side of the street. So not totally wide open, but a layered, slow opening.
The parking lots on IOP's Front Beach are also now reopened to 100% capacity. Mayor Carroll says that this Tuesday, the Ways and Means Committee will meet to discuss implementing paid parking on the beach parking areas on Palm Boulevard, 3rd through 9th Avenue, and the Breach Inlet parking lot. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office is investigating last night's report of a hit and run on Johns Island where gunshots were fired. Deputies say this happened around 8:30 near Main Road and Maybank Highway. A woman told investigators her car was struck by another vehicle whose driver left the scene. The victim says when she followed the car and the driver pointed a gun and fired several shots in her direction. Neither the victim nor her car were hit, and she told deputies she continued to follow the other car until it ran into a ditch on Wadmalaw Island. The occupants of the car then left the vehicle and ran from the area. Anyone with information is asked to contact the sheriff's office. Yesterday's storms brought flooding to the Somerville area and several businesses were affected. One was Dorchester Paws. News 2's Katie Augustine visited the shelter today to learn what had to be done to make sure all the animals were safe.
10 dogs from Dorchester Paws are currently being housed at the Charleston Animal Society after a faulty pump flooded the campus Saturday evening. This was the scene around 5:30 Saturday evening. Inches of water filling the courtyard and other areas of the shelter while staff tried to scoop up water with dog bowls and buckets. Out of around 60 dogs on campus, only 10 had to be moved for safety. Unfortunately, this issue is not new for Dorchester Paws. This is the third time this year the shelter has had to close its gates because of flooding. And during hurricane season, sometimes they have to evacuate the entire campus. But soon, flooding will no longer be a burden to Dorchester Paws because the organization is moving.
Since flooding is always happening and this campus was built in 1972 just due to poor drainage, we're actually building a new facility, and so we hope to have that built in the next year or two. We are about halfway to our fundraising goals. The project goal is $2.5 million and we're about 1.6 since the county generously donated $1 million towards it.
To learn more or donate to the Dorchester Paws fundraising effort, visit counton2.com. In Somerville, I'm Katie Augustine. Count on 2.
David, I'm glad we're not seeing that rain today. I know those puppies and kittens need a little break from that as they get that shelter fixed on up. What is the weather looking like, David, as we head into our work week?
I think all of us need a little break from the rain. That's exactly what we saw for today because of drier air coming in. You might feel a little bit with less humidity as you headed outside earlier this afternoon. I'll show you in my next forecast where that's coming from and why we are seeing that. But look at this, temperatures dropping out of the 80s over the next couple hours into the 70s for the first half of the night. Some areas potentially could see 60s for the first time in a long while. Upper 60s, but 60s nonetheless, up towards Somerville, Moncks Corner by early tomorrow morning. We're kicking off our Monday here in Charleston just around 72. That's where we'll pick up with your work week forecast in a few minutes.
Thank you, David. You can download our 2020 Hurricane Ready Guide on our website, counton2.com. Of course, you can find it under the weather section called Tracking the Tropics. We have a storm surge map, information on hurricane evacuation, and how to build a storm kit. Well, as you heard, today's weather certainly took a turn to the sunny side, but we have been seeing an increase in cloud cover most days. And while cloudy days can make for a dreary day at the beach, it doesn't mean you should leave the sunscreen behind. Storm Team 2 meteorologist Megan James explains why you can still get a little toasty on a gray day.
In the low country, we spend plenty of time outside, whether it be at the beach, running, or simply sightseeing. Being outside means being exposed to the power of the sun, even on a cloudy day. Many of us are familiar with the UV index, or how much the sun's damaging UV rays can impact your skin on a given day. That's on a scale of 1 to 11, with 11 being the highest UV index. We are all well aware that when it is sunny in the summertime, sunscreen is an absolute must. But we often do a double take when we walk inside sunburnt on a cloudy day. If the clouds are truly very thick, they will block out UV light, but of course, not all of it. Thin or broken clouds also let through a substantial amount of UV light. So if you aren't wearing your sunscreen, that burn is still likely headed your way despite the clouds. Fair weather cumulus clouds can actually deflect UV rays, which could mean that more harmful UV radiation reaches the surface. The bottom line, when the sun is high in our skies, even if you think it's cloudy, sunscreen is still a wise idea. We are in the low country after all. And as Brad Franco always says, do not forget the tops of your feet. If you have a weather question, feel free to send it to me, mjames@wcbd.com. Reporting in studio, meteorologist Megan James. Count on 2.
The specific type of UV rays that break through clouds are called UVA rays. Those are the most damaging type for your skin. Movie theaters and event spaces around the state are finally reopening their doors that were ordered closed at the start of the state shutdown. This after Governor McMaster granted permission at the beginning of the month as long as the establishments implement Accelerate SC guidelines. The Terrace Theater on James Island is planning to reopen this Thursday. The owner says changes have been made and new safety protocols will be followed.
So specifically, we've installed markers at 6 feet distances for everyone. We have upgraded the bathrooms for touchless fixtures, which is something we've gone over and above to do, so there's no touch. We have foot pedals on each of the doors. We've upgraded the filters in the HVAC systems. We are in the process of marking off our seating so that there's a great distance between it.
Face coverings will be required to be admitted at theaters and event spaces in the low country. And the Accelerate SC guidelines say that attendance must not exceed 50% occupancy or 250 persons, whichever is less.
Well, it's back to work for tomorrow, but if you're heading out on the water, we got a bit of a wind shift. Instead of from the southwest, north to east wind coming in by the afternoon, just around 5 to 10 knots. That comes alongside that break in the humidity and rain chances that we'll see. We're just at our high tide tonight around 6:41. High tide tomorrow morning, just around 7.
New today, the State Department of Health and Environmental Control, DHEC, reporting 537 new confirmed cases of coronavirus. This bringing the total number of coronavirus infections in South Carolina above the 105,000 mark. 9 more people across our state have died from COVID-19. The number of confirmed deaths in South Carolina is now 2,165. Charleston officials have issued more than 100 warnings and nearly 20 court summons to punish those not wearing masks. They say many of those perpetrators are tourists. News 2's Kate Prestak spoke with the city and local health officials who are issuing a stark warning in regards to those masks not being worn.
That's right, and according to the city's livability office, those mainly not following that mask ordinance are both tourists and tour guides.
I think the tourism side is a little problematic. All the encounters I had when approaching tourists or out-of-town guests, they say that they're not aware of the ordinance. However, everyone that I have stopped and talked with has a mask with them. They were just not wearing it at the time.
Recent data from Trident Health shows the trends of Charleston and the mask ordinance. The chief medical officer, Dr. Lee Biggs, says that the peak of all cases in the Low Country and the state was the 10th of July, and 2 weeks later, a peak in mortalities. Cases started to drop after more mandates went into effect, but with another holiday coming up, doctors are on high alert.
Peak cases, 2 weeks later, peak the most severe aspects. That doesn't mean that in 2 weeks after a spike, everybody's well and goes home. I mean, these are still multi-week hospital stays with incredibly sick people, but if we don't learn from Memorial Day and July 4th and apply that to what we're about to go through with school reopenings and Labor Day, then we could be creating the same conditions to build another peak in cases.
Riccio says the city is also on high alert as there's an overwhelming concern of trying to reach these individuals before they go out into the public without a face covering.
And that's why we really rely on all the entities with the hotels and the restaurants and the CBD and all the retailers to get that message across if they see a tourist or a visitor, and just let them know, please wear a mask. It's mandatory. It's the law.
Riccio says that as of now, the CBB is assisting in that effort to ensure that masks are worn by tourists, tour guides, and merchants here in the city of Charleston, and they hope that that Labor Day model does not come true. In downtown Charleston, I'm Kate Prestak. Count on 2.
Across the United States tonight, the number of Americans dead from COVID-19 has now topped 170,000. The number of coronavirus cases in this country, almost 5.4 million. Around the world, coronavirus has now killed more than 770,000 people. The number of COVID-19 infections worldwide now at 21.5 million. Oh, here's a story I love tonight. A teacher out west, inspired by the cardboard cutouts of baseball fans that teams are putting in their stadium, so she's taking the concept into her classroom. Rather than just look at her 26 students on Zoom, Las Vegas teacher Tara Schwartz made cardboard versions of the 5th graders. Then she placed them in a classroom setting. Schwartz says she emailed parents over the summer break asking for help in producing these life-size images.
Hi, I'm your kid's teacher. Let me give you some homework to do. So I asked them for a picture of their kid against a white background in their school uniform so that they were, it really felt like an actual school day.
Schwartz and her class, real and cardboard.